Morning, Steve Ray in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, markets are trying to find a little support from yesterday's sharp sell-offs. I think yesterday, first of all, there was this record-breaking values in crude oil futures. Some people blame it on a tweeter that came out saying UAE was going to increase oil production. That was unfounded. We're also taking some of the war premium out yesterday concerning the ongoing talks between Russia and Ukraine, possible ceasefire and tension there. The Europeans are also demanding ceasefire by the Russians. But yesterday, Russia continued to shell civilian positions. And as far as news, sounds like the president of Russia still wants to take control of Ukraine. And so nothing has really changed there. We also saw a reaction to the USDA numbers. First of all, the USDA raised world wheat stocks. I think that, again, USDA is concerned about plugging in numbers because of the Black Sea and Ukraine situation, and it could fuel food inflation. But clearly, when we look at the numbers, there's about 15 million metric tons of wheat worldwide, Europe, Black Sea, that probably won't get shipped. And that tightens the wheat outlook situation. We also note that the Middle East and North African countries are scrambling to try to find wheat for their consumers. And that could be a major issue down the road. As far as the corn is concerned, there's probably at least 10 million tons of Ukraine corn that won't get shipped, and probably 10 million tons of corn in South America that won't get shipped. And so that puts a burden on U.S. exports, and we're already seeing some increase in demand for the export side, and Corn of Colombia buying U.S. corn yesterday. But clearly, the USDA might be 500 million bushels too low in corn demand, and that would put the carryout closer to 1 billion bushels than their number yesterday. As far as the beans are concerned, again, the market feels that as South American crop could be down as much as 10 million metric tons, and that could bring U.S. carryout down closer to 200 million bushels. And then we have to start looking at 22-23. The USDA will give out their first world supply and demands for 2023 in May. And they'll be dealing with a lack of exports out of South America for both corn and beans, and the lack of wheat exports out of the Black Sea to try to come up with an estimate for next year. We also have been noted that Ukraine is concerned about growing a crop this year, and the number one issue is they don't know where their labor is. So again, I think the USDA numbers were not as truthful as they should be, and given market some kind of planning ahead for how tight things are. So I think futures are still undervalued despite yesterday's sell-off. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like yourself would like to be treated.